Do you have any idea about what is called variable? What do you mean by the variable?
Sir, variable is the term that we have chosen, and it varies according to the data.
Yeah, though that is the thing that varies, that is called the variable. Okay.
Which is not consistent, or it does not have a fixed pattern.
It varies, yeah. So that will be the variable. Okay. Now, except me, you all are basically female. Okay. So can I consider it is as a variable for research?
Yes, sir.
No,
Good
sir,
evening,
it
sir.
is constant.
No,
You
sir,
all are female.
we are all females, then that is not varying, no. So how can you consider us?
It is varying because gender is a variable, like sir is only one. Then if we consider variable, when we consider gender as a variable, then we used to suppose that 50% male and 50% female will constitute entire population. It is varying, what I think.
Yeah, my point that is you just remove me. Okay. Then can we consider as a variable?
Sir, still we can consider it as a variable.
How?
Because we constant this by removing you.
Yeah, you have removed me. So that is the male figure. Other figures are basically female. So can we consider as all of you as the variable?
Yes, sir.
Still why?
Because we make this particular variable constant by removing you, as we are controlling this variable.
No, please you think much.
Okay.
Still you are, yes, you are right. Still these are variable. On which ground? Because you have some individual difference. By your age, by your education. You know? So
gender does not have individual differences, no?
Yeah, individual difference. Huh?
Our gender does not have individual differences. So how is it a variable? It is not varying.
No, if we think that is you people, whether you people can be considered as the variable or not. So definitely you people can be considered as a variable because individual difference is there. But if I say that is I collected data from 11 women, at that time, can we consider as a variable?
Yes, sir.
Why not?
No, sir, it is a variable. You said we collected data from 11 women, no? So, so like you said, they have individual differences. Apart from gender, they all may have many differences, like
Yeah,
the
some
age,
individual
educational background.
Right. So individual differences are there. Therefore, it will be considered as a variable. But for the comparison research, that may not be considered as a variable. Suppose you want to compare some psychological factor or other factors with respect to male, female, then it cannot be considered as the variable for your research. But if you have a good number of male data and good number of female data, then you can compare. So which statistical test usually we follow for the comparison purpose? Can anybody tell me?
Age, gender, educational background.
Yes, now you tell me which statistical test usually we follow for the comparison.
ANOVA.
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 Yes, ANOVA, t-test. T-test.
Yeah.
ANOVA, yes. Usually we follow. Okay. Now, what is t-test? Can anybody tell me?
Difference between two mean value.
Difference between
Between two
group means.
mean value. Group means.
Yes, between two group means. And what is the difference between t-test and ANOVA?
In the multivariant and bivariant. There is bivariant is used in t-test and multivariant
In case of ANOVA,
multivariant is.
and yes, we are following more than two groups.
Yes.
Okay. Now, one teacher is interested to find out the effect of teaching on the academic performance of the students. Then what will be the research design?
Experimental research.
Experimental research design, that is correct. So what will be the research design?
So
What
it will
is-
be one group, and we'll consider their marks before and after teaching, right? Within
One
group. Within group.
No, what is your independent variable?
Independent variable which changes is teaching, and dependent variable will be their performance or their marks.
Yeah, teaching methods.
Teaching.
I have told that is the teacher is interested to find out the effect of different teaching methods on the academic performance of the students.
Yes, the teaching methods will be independent variable and their academic performance will be dependent.
Yeah. So what will be the research design?
P-test, post-test research design. P-test, post-test research design.
No, I have told you different research methods.
Sir, quasi-experimental design.
No, Papia.
There are multiple independent variables.
Yeah,
and
multiple
then
independent variables are there. That is
and
true.
we have within group, right?
So you can do the one-way ANOVA. One-way ANOVA. That means teaching methods will be your treatments. So maybe you want to compare the academic performance of the 3 treatment groups, like the project method, lecture method, and role-playing method. And we want to find out, that is, whether there is any differences in the group means among the 3 groups. Okay. So that will be the one-way research design, one-way ANOVA. You can tell one-way ANOVA. Is it clear or any question?
Sir, can you all these methods, no? I'm not very clear about all the different methods. किस केस में कौन सा वाला मेथड होगा और क्या इनके डिटेल्स वगैरह होते हैं. If you could get some material and if like we could revise it a little.
Supri, I cannot follow. What are you telling?
So he's saying that it gets difficult to find out which method has to be used in which setting. So, if possible, if we could get a bit into the details regarding all the different methods and where exactly they're supposed to be used. For example, on what basis did we decide that this particular research method needs to be solved by using one-way ANOVA? So that's a query that I also had.
Okay. So ANOVA means analysis of variance. Okay. And why it is called one-way ANOVA? Because your independent variables are of more than 2 groups. And you are examining the effect of your independent variables on the individual performance, academic performance. So your academic performance, students' academic performance is your dependent variable. Do you have any idea about independent and dependent variable?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shukanna, do you have idea about independent and dependent variable?
No, sir. I'm joining late.
Okay. For example, in nursing, different types of medications are there, different types of, okay. And the recovery rate of the patient, that will be considered as the dependent variable. So different medicines, that will be your independent variable. And the recovery rate, that will be considered as your dependent variable. Now, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So independent variable is basically the cause, and dependent variable is the effect. Okay. And independent variable is manipulated by the experimenter. Because you are changing different types of medicines. As experimenter, okay?
Yes, sir.
I think this part is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can anybody tell me about which statistics usually we follow to examine the relationship between the variables?
chi-square test.
Hmm.
Chi-square
Chi-square
test.
test.
Mhm.
Any other?
Correlation.
Correlation. Correlation. Chi-square test we use for association purpose to find out the correspondence between the two sets of variables. For that reason, we are doing the chi-square test. Correlation. So, can anybody tell me what is correlation?
The correlation is the association between two variables. For example, we can find the direction of their association. For example, if one variable is increased, does the other variable also increase or decrease, and to what degree? For example, +1 to -1. So if it is closer to 1, either plus or minus, then the correlation is strong. If it is closer to 0, then the correlation is weak. If it is positive correlation, that means if one is increased, other will be increased. If it is negative, then if one will be increased, other will decrease.
Okay. So only thing you have to add the linear relationship.
Yes.
Okay. Now we will learn about the item analysis. Do you have any idea about item analysis?
No, sir.
Okay. Mona Lisa? Shima?
Sir, we do item analysis while we are in the process of standardization any psychological test. Basically, item analysis is used to see the correlation and reliability validity of a particular item regarding the particular domain.
Okay. So item analysis is useful to find out to what extent the item is valid for measuring the particular construct. Okay. So what do you mean by the construct? Can anybody tell me?
So construct used to tell about a particular characteristic of a variable.
Yeah, construct is the
Abstraction of a concept.
abstraction of the concept.
Validity and reliability are item analysis.
Yeah. So construct is the abstraction of concept. Okay. And in social science research, we are dealing with the constructs. For example, intelligence. This is a construct. We cannot touch it, but we can conceptualize. So construct is intangible. And construct can be conceptualized. So construct should be the abstraction of the concept. Now I am telling you 4 items, okay, or 4 statements. And please you tell me that is, it is measuring which construct. First one, I feel calm. Second one, I feel worry. Third one, I feel content. Fourth one, I feel apprehension. So can you tell me which construct these 4 items are measuring?
Emotion.
Hmm?
Emotion.
Undoubtedly emotion. Anything more? Can anybody tell me what statements I have told you?
I feel calm. I feel worried. I feel apprehensive.
I feel content.
Content.
Anxiety.
Correct. Anxiety. Okay. Now the question comes, that is how we think that these 4 items are measuring anxiety.
So on a scale, calm will be on one side, worried and apprehensive will be on other side. Calm and content on one side of the scale, worried and apprehensive on the other side. If it is on a continuum of insight.
Okay, that means these 4 items, they are correlated with each other.
Yes.
So based upon that correlation, we can tell that this set of items, they are measuring anxiety. This
Yes.
is clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Shukarna, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you try to tell me 4 items for measuring depression.
So happiness, societal ideation, weight fluctuation, difficulty concentration.
4 items. Not the adjectives. You have to tell the statement.
I feel sad.
Mhm.
I feel
Change in eating patterns, food patterns.
depressed. I'm not
Hmm.
feeling.
Achha,
I
one
feel
by
lonely.
one. I feel sad. Next one.
Fatigue. I am unable to do the activities that I used to before.
I am unable to
Enjoy the activities that I used to enjoy.
enjoy the activity. Okay. Any other?
I feel loneliness.
Overeating.
I feel lonely.
I keep overeating.
I feel overeating.
I'm suffering from sleeplessness.
I'm suffering from
Sleeplessness.
sleeplessness. Okay, now question is, I feel lonely, suffering from sleeplessness. Another thing, what you told?
Don't enjoy the things that I used to
Eating
enjoy.
problem. So
Overeating.
these three are very much related to the anxiety also. I have told you only to tell me about the depression.
I feel sad. Sir, I
I
feel
feel
sad.
sad is correct. And I am not able to enjoy the regular activities. That is also correct. Any other?
Failure. I feel failure in my life.
I feel failure in my life.
So there may be some suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
Yes, suicidal part. Very good.
Low
Now
self-esteem.
What one, Shukanna?
Low self-esteem.
Okay, very low self-esteem. Yes, that can be considered.
Constant palpitation.
Palpitation is anxiety.
Will hopelessness come under depression?
Yeah, hopelessness under the depression. So now you have understood. That is why item analysis is important. Now you can easily find out that is some items are overlapping with another construct. For example, sleeplessness. This is common in anxiety as well as the depression. So you have to write the statement which will be very much related to your construct, for which you want to develop the instrument or the questionnaire. This is clear to you or any question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the achievement test. How many items are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 items are there. Okay. And these 9 items, they are measuring achievement motivation. Okay. Now, my intention is to find out that is whether the total score is related to the item or not. So this total score represents what? Can anybody tell me? The total score represents what?
The construct.
Sir, achievement.
The total score represents the
Coding.
Achievement motivation.
achievement motivation, correct. So here I find transform, okay? And this is called the compute variable. It is written target variable. So now I am writing Okay. This is clear.
Yes.
So what will be the new variable name?
Achievement
Total
motivation.
score. Yes. So first variable I have selected. Then plus sign. Then next variable. Then again plus sign. Then another variable, third variable. Again plus sign. Next is fourth variable. Again plus sign. Next is fifth variable. Plus sign. Next is sixth variable. Plus sign. Seventh variable. Plus sign. Eighth variable. Plus sign. Ninth variable. Okay. Now I click it. Okay. Is it clear to all of you? I am creating a new variable using the formula.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So near there you can find out the compute total score. The formula is I have given. Then execute. So if I go to the variable view, okay, then I get one variable, that is a new variable, that is called the total score. This is clear? No. Can you see the variable view?
Yes, sir.
No, I think. Now I think visible. Okay. So I get total score. So that is a new variable. Next, I am going to the data view. And there is a analyze. And this analyze I find correlate. And it is written bivariate. So I am selecting. First, I will select the total score. Okay. Then I am selecting the other variables. Is it clear to all of you? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ये total score और V1 में अलग bullets क्यों हैं बाकी सब में अलग bullets क्यों हैं?
Yeah, I select total score first because my interest is to find out to what extent each item is related to the total score.
Okay.
So that is my purpose. You can keep or you do not keep, no problem. Yeah. Now I get the correlation matrix. I think this is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is written 209, that is N. That means total sample size is 209. And this is the total score versus total score. So correlation will be 1. Now the total score is correlated with carrier impact, that is 0.60. New strategies 0.67. New solution 0.68. Drive 0.64. Try again 0.53. Feedback 0.65. Good job 0.57. Listing goals 0.50. Better feeling 0.56. And you will find all the variables are significant. 0.000. This is clear to all of you? So this is called the item total correlation. That means each item is correlated with the total score. Okay.
Sir, can you please repeat it? There is a technical fault in my mobile.
Sir, how to got all these numbers? Like 0.595.
Yeah,
0.6.
0.595 means 0.60 you can think about, or 0.59. Okay, and this is the
Sir,
0.767.
from which calculation we can get it?
Yes, this is the correlation coefficient. So these are the correlation coefficients, okay? And you will find the star signs are there. Double star is there. Double star indicates highly correlated.
All of them are highly correlated with the total.
Now, the people who have very high achievement motivation, usually they like which one? New solution, new strategies. They want feedback more. Okay. And they have the drive for competition. So this is the interpretation of the data. This is clear?
Sir, please
Yes,
repeat.
Clear, no?
Sir,
Okay.
please repeat it. Interpretation, you please repeat it.
Okay, okay. So here you can find out some of the variables that is highly correlated. For example, the first one is new solution. Okay. Second one, new strategy. Show the people who are high achievement motivation, who have the high level of achievement motivation. Usually they prefer new solution, new strategies, and competitive drive. Next is feedback. Out of these 9, and others also there, but that is relatively less correlated in comparison with these 4. Okay, so based upon this correlation coefficient, you can tell 2 things. Number 1, that is whether your item is valid or not. Valid means whether your item is measuring achievement motivation or not. Number 1. Number 2, you can interpret the people who have high level of achievement motivation. So what they want from you. If you want to train these people, then you have to think about these strategies. Okay. During the training program, if you want to follow these strategies, then your students will be happy. Your trainees will be happy because they want it. Okay. Any question? No question. So now you have understood the function of transform, this compute variable. Clear?
So we selected bivariate because we were, which 2 variables did we compute here?
Yeah. So this is my purpose, right? So all the items, they are correlated with each other. Okay. These items are correlated with each other, as well as they are highly correlated with the total score. That means the test is very good test for measuring achievement motivation. Okay. Now I am coming to the coding and decoding. So it is better to do the descriptive statistics. I am using descriptive statistics, descriptives. My descriptives is only 1 variable.
Sir, can you show me once more how you came to the cell network?
What happened?
Sir, क्या click किया था आपने descriptive से पहले?
You cannot see. Okay.
Sir,
This is visible.
yes.
So here is analyze. Okay.
Yes.
Now descriptive statistics is there.
Yes.
So I am clicking descriptives only.
Okay.
Out of that, there is a total score. I select only this one. Okay.
So did a new tab open because nothing is visible right now?
Oh. Window not visible. Please you tell me when it is not visible. Now I think visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have selected this analyze descriptive statistics. Out of that descriptives, next, I select only this variable, total score. Okay.
Yes.
So after that, I am writing OK. So what I get, the mean is 36.70. 36.71. Huh? Okay. So if I think that I want to get the two groups, one group will be more than 37 and one group will be less than 37. Suppose this is my group. Okay. Then what I can do, I can go to the transform, recode into different variables. I select is it visible to you? This
Yes, sir.
record is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am selecting total score. So here I have written output variable IH. Then old and new values. So if it is the old value is 37. Huh? If it is low, lower than 37, then the value will be 1. Add.
Sir, I did not understand this.
I want to classify the people into two groups who are high achievement motivation and who are low achievement motivation. Okay. Therefore, I am making the codes. So this is also 37. 37 is the mean. So new value will be 2. Okay.
Yes.
This is clear. So now I click it as a continue. Okay. And I am writing H group. Correct.
So can you please repeat from decoding? I could not understand.
Which one? This old and new values, that is clear to you?
So only that is not clear to me, rest is clear. You, after you selected this decode, then you selected total score and you named the output variable and then renamed it. With
Yeah,
the
you
name.
just check. Now you can find out. Okay.
Now what you did, I could not understand.
This is called the decode.
Okay.
Show the variables where the total score, particularly the total score variable, is less than 37.
Okay.
They will be considered as the 1. So that is the new value.
So you, how did you input this value? I want to know that.
Here I click it.
Okay. Then you enter.
Here I am writing 37. 37 is the mean.
Yes, sir. Okay, then it automatically came here as lowest to 37 to 1 and highest.
Yeah. So you have to write down here 1.
Right.
Then add. It is already there.
Yes, sir. So for a moment, can you change the value from 37 and then show? Like just for a moment.
Yeah, that you can do as you like.
No, I'm saying, can you do it once on the screen?
No, I have selected 37 because 37 is the mean.
Okay.
So above the mean and below the mean.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, this is called the output variable. So there will be a new variable. The name will be age group. The label is high and low. Now I click it change. Okay. Then this OK sign is coming. So I'm clicking OK. Clear? Now I check variable view. So here you can find out age group. This is clear?
आपने वो जो किया उसके बाद कुछ टेबल या फिर कुछ आया नहीं, कुछ शो नहीं हुआ.
Yes, sir. After you decoded it, recoded it, then what was the outcome of that, output of
Yes,
that?
so this is the output, okay? So you will get one group. Now if I click it, so I get 1 and 2. So that is 33, therefore it is 1. And it is 38, therefore it is 2.
Sir, is it the same group that you created with the name High Achievement?
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
This is clear to all of you, total score and age group. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I get 2 groups. Now I want to make the comparison between the groups. So I click analyze, then compared means. This is the independent sample t-test. I select it. My dependent variable is total score. Okay. And this is my grouping variable. So it is written, define the groups. So there are two groups are there. It is 1, another one is the 2. Then continue. Then I click OK. Is the output visible? No. So now I think it is visible, right? So now you will find it is the group statistics. So less than 37, 37 was the mean. So 111 people are there. They are less than 37. And their mean is 33.09. And 98 people are there. They are above 37 score. Their mean is 40.81. And this is the standard deviation. This is standard error of mean. After that, this is the t-test. And here you can find out the two groups significantly differ. Okay. So here you can find out significance level. 0.00, 0.001 will be there. So that is the t-test. This is clear now? This is called the independent sample t-test. And SPSS provides you this independent sample t-test results. That means these two groups significantly, they are different. So this is the purpose for creating the new variable and the purpose for decoding the variable. So your paper 1 is complete.
Sir, what are the advantage of decoding?
Decoding means initial code is score. So by this code, you cannot make any categorization. Okay. So then what is important? You have to give some code. The two codes are there, 1 and 2. Two codes are there. Therefore, the individual who is having the score less than 37, so 111 people are there. Their score is less than 37. And another group that is 98 people, their score is 40.81. That means more than 37. Okay. So if you do not decode, then you cannot compute t-test. Because t-test assume your independent variable will be categorical. And dependent variable will be what? Metric.
Continuous.
Yeah, metric data. It should be non-categorical. Is it clear to all of you? Or any question? Okay, so there is no question. That means you have understood. So today you have understood how to compute the new variable. What is the item analysis? What do you mean by the item total correlation? How we can interpret the item total correlation? And you have understood the t-test and how to decode the data into different variables.
Sir, in this particular example, decoding different data into different variables means the one which is below the mean 37 and higher than 37.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I think everybody has understood. If you have any question, you can write in the group. Okay. Okay, best wishes to all of you. Good night.